butt. Do him in the butt. Eat his booty. Eat his booty. What's up? What's down? What is all around? What is good? YouTube, it's your boy, Griffy Grizzly, back with another hot, spicy video. And you can see that as of right now in Valheim, it is a foggy day. But don't you worry, because we got a banger for you today. Oh, that was a good rhyme. All right, let's get it going. So when we left off, we were out looking for Smelting cores. We were out looking for metal. We're out looking for a couple things here and there, and we found everything we needed. And off camera, I went ahead and gathered a couple more resources. I got just a little bit more wood. I got the Smelting cores we needed. I got some stone that we needed. And today we're going to go ahead and place those sucker down. For now, I'm just going to put them back here. On this video, you're actually going to get to see it. I plan on building a blacksmith building. If you've ever played Skyrim before, if you ever go to Riverwood in Skyrim, one of the first things you see a blacksmith right there at the entrance of Riverwood. And that building is what I'm going to attempt to replicate right over here somewhere. Also, while we've been gone, we have gotten ourselves a couple more piggies. So we have 5 total, and I think that 5 is the maximum that you can get within a certain area of each other. So I could start killing these right here, but I currently don't need any of that right now, so I'm not going to worry about it. Just kind of wanted to show the piggies. I went ahead and built another one, smelter right there, and another kiln right here, just so that way I can speed this up a little bit. I'm going to need to go ahead and get the bronze axe, the rake, so that way I can start planting down some veggies to start creating crops to grow. As far as what the kiln goes, all you have to do is you have to get some wood on your inventory. Each one of these kilns can hold 25 pieces of wood, and you just throw it in there until it gets up to 25. And over time, what the kiln's going to do is going to take that wood and it's going to turn it into charcoal. And then as far as the smelter go, right here on this side is where you would put all of the ores. So I got 10 tin and then 10 copper. You're going to put the ores in here. It's just going to automatically choose which one it wants to put in there. And it decided to put in the copper. And then we're going to go over here. And then we're going to go ahead and put the rest of it. And it's going to go ahead and put in the tin. So the tin's in this one. The copper's in this one. Okay, so once you have enough of the coal in your inventory, what you do is you kind of go to the other side of the smelter, like this one right here. And you just pour it in there. It holds 20. So it takes 20 coal to be able to make the 10 bars that you're going to need of whatever particular type of ore that you're looking to get. And here you go. So once it's done, it just spits out at the front and it sits right here, right in front of where the smelter is. So once you pick up 1 bronze bar, you automatically learn the ability to craft your next workbench, which is going to be the forge. So what I'm going to do is once I have enough copper, I'm going to probably place it right around here somewhere till I get the smithy building completely finished. But bam. So we can make the bronze nails. With the bronze nails, you can make carts, and you can also make your first decent boat. There's 3 boats in the game. You get to make the second one. I never make the first one because it's completely useless. You can also make bronze cuirass, leggings, bronze head arrows, at gear. I don't know how you pronounce that. I always make the bronze axe because you need bronze axe to cut down fine wood. The cultivator is a complete must because that's what you use to be able to plant down vegetables. Bronze helmet, bronze mace, the bronze pickaxe, bronze buckler, which is a type of shield, the bronze spear, bronze sword, which is actually pretty good, and it's got 2 different attacks. It's got a stab attack and a slash attack. So also one really good way to go ahead and speed up the process of everything being smelted and all of the wood turning into coal is to actually sleep, because once you sleep throughout the night, it speeds up the process of them going. You hear all that noise in the background? That's the smelter in the kiln making everything for you right away. So that way when you wake up, it's all already done and you don't have to worry about just sitting there and waiting the entire time. That particular thing gets an A+++ for me to the developers. Also, one more thing, if you want to leave everything here and go out and do other stuff while this is being finished, what you have to do is you have to put a workbench kind of close to it, so that way it's all within the radius of the workbench, because the workbench will actually keep these drops from despawning. If it's outside of that circle that the workbench provides, see that red circle there, or the white circle as well, that the workbench provides, it will despawn over time. Ooh, a village. A village. Oh, fuck that. I think is that a swamp village? It sure is. Yeah, it's a swamp village. Yep, look at this guy. Look at this guy. I think they're all closed. No, they're not. There's some of them just wandering around. So yeah, let's not fuck with this, because there's no way I can deal with that. Let's just go the opposite direction. Hell no. So check it out, guys. So I went ahead and created some things with the bronze that we got, right? So I went ahead and got myself a chest piece, leg piece, my helmet, and I went ahead and got myself a nice fancy axe. And the reason why the axe is one of the first things I created, along with the cultivator, which is this right here, which allows us to plant things like carrots, trees, and it also allows us to turn some of the dirt paths into grass, is because those are things I'm going to need the most right off the bat. Anyway, so with the axe, the reason why I went ahead and made the axe is because you see this here, this is fine wood. Once you chop down some fine wood, the fine wood trees, which are the little white ones right there, once you collect them, it unlocks all kinds of stuff. The fermenter. So the fermenter is what allows you to craft brews, things like frost resistance, fire resistance, poison resistance, things like that. You need a fermenter to be able to craft those things. Secondly, it allows you to create some upgrades for your workbench and for the forge. Adzi, I guess? I don't know how you pronounce that. Forge cooler. And it also unlocks quite a few furniture pieces. It unlocks some banners, 3 different banners, the black one, the blue one, and the white and red striped ones. Item stands. And you can put cups and mugs on top of it just to like decorate your home a little bit. You can also create item stands that you can put on the wall, and also some furniture right here. You got a table, a bench, a regular chair, and a stool. Along with decorating your home, it also allows you to get more comfort levels. When you add a chair to your home, I think it gives you like 1 or 2 extra comfort when you sleep or when you're inside your home. And comfort level is important because the more time you have rested, or the more comfort level you have, the longer your rested period is. You see the thing right there, top right where it says rested? The more rested points you have, the longer that timer is going to last. Whenever you're in a rested mode, your health and your stamina actually recovers 25 or 50% faster. I can't remember exactly. You can kind of look it up online. I can't remember off the top of my head. So this right here is the huge crater that I created whenever I was mining out all that copper that was right here. Literally almost all of this right here was just a huge copper vein. And I still didn't even get that much out of it, but I did get a ton of stone out of it. And it's all still in that chest over there, which I'll come back and get later whenever I don't have a bunch of stuff on me. You smoking, bro? Look at this fucking guy just running away like a little bitch. Come on, hit me. I'll hit you then. Oh, okay, come on. Really, dude? Look at this. Look at this. Will you just look at it? Ha! How about them apples? So the next thing that you should make once you have the axe and once you have cultivator made is cauldron, because you need a cauldron to be able to craft some of the brews and food that are much better than what you get just kind of like finding around on the ground. Awesome. And then once you have the cauldron made, you have a couple things that you can make right off the bat. So you have a minor healing potion that you can make right off the bat, and it tells you what the ingredients are right here. You have a poison resistance brew, because once you go to the swamp, you have to have the poison resistance brew, because everything there does poison damage just about. A minor stamina brew, which is really good for whenever you're about to fight bosses. You have a base mead, and then Queen's Jam, and it tells you what stats you get from it right there. You get 30 health and 40 stamina, just as good as the cooked meat, but just in the opposite way. All right. So the sun is just about to set. I just finished making my awesome bronze buckle, and there's only one way to test out the new toys. Doing our first troll cave. It's going to be really dark in here. I really can't pull out a torch, unfortunately. But we're going to crouch. Oh, now it's going to be steamy. Oh, he did a lot of damage there. Ooh, come on, big boy. Come on, big boy. Ah, too hot to handle, huh? Too hot to handle. Ha ha ha. Makes my job a lot easier right there. So the reason why I wanted to wait until I had this on me is because you're pretty much forced to kind of do close combat against these trolls when you're in these caves. So I wanted to wait till I got the shield, because as you saw with the shield, I can parry his attacks and then attack him with the axe. I don't know if you can parry his attacks with the wooden shield. I've never tried it and I don't really want to try it. And we got our very first troll trophy, which is pretty epic. I also went ahead and made some of the Queen's Jam, so that way I had a little bit more stamina for this fight. So inside of the caves, what you'll see is you'll find the yellow mushrooms that you find inside of the burial chambers. And if you go to the very back of his cave, you will find stuff on the ground usually, right here. So you got some amber pearls right here. Looks like a ruby right here. It's kind of hard to see. I'm sorry, I forgot to bring a torch. Another ruby right here. And that appears to be it. So this is the first time I've done one of these caves that there isn't a chest inside of. So usually right back here, there would be a chest hanging out right here with some goodies inside of it. But I guess this particular one just doesn't have one, which is fine. It's no big deal. It usually just has coins, maybe a couple arrows, some amber, some pearl, like nothing really super serious, you know, just the typical stuff you find inside of a chest. All right, so we went ahead and created 2 fermenters, and what we're going to do now is we are going to go ahead and craft the mead base so we can see what it gives us. And then you just kind of go over here and you put it in there, and then over time it'll ferment, and then when it's ready you just kind of click on it again and it'll shoot out of its nozzle there. Okay, I decided I'm going to take this one away. Okay, so instead of wasting that copper on another fermenter, I'm just gonna go ahead and do some upgrades. Ooh, I also get to make a fine, sexy wood bow. So check out just the drop on this. So we'll do the crude bow first. Fine wood bow. That's a major difference. Yeah. Now we can stab people that's over there from all the way over here. No more Hollywood. This is Robin Hood. This entire... Ooh, another beehive. Heck yes. I'm getting pretty lucky with these beehives. Oh, and we found another little farm over here too. Just tripping. Excuse me, sir. This is private property. Bitch. Fully graded Finewood bow. Perfection. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and start planting some trees so I don't have to basically take down any of these trees around my area so it doesn't look completely empty. I don't like doing that. So I'm just gonna plant some of the seeds that I've already found. So for you to plant them, you need a cultivator. You don't need to cultivate anything. You only need to cultivate things whenever you're putting down things like carrots and turnip. But for just trees, you can just kind of go along here and just kind of place them wherever there's grass. You don't need to do anything to it. I'm just going to put it on the side of the road here and just kind of use it as a way of farming for trees. Also, make sure that you're putting these far enough apart, because if they're really close to each other, they will not grow. It might actually be a pretty good idea to kind of like level out an area to put these on, just so that way it's just like nice leveled terrain. Cool. So I went ahead and plant down all the seeds. You can kind of see them right here, the saplings. Once you place them down and there's nothing really close to it, it'll stay healthy on there. If you put them too close, it'll literally tell you that it needs more room to grow. Like this one right here. It'll also turn brown. You see this here? It says needs more room to grow. The reason why it needs more room to grow is because it's too close to this stone right here. So I'm going to grab a pickaxe real quick. All right, I got my pickaxe. I'm going to knock away this stone. And there you go. Now it's healthy. It's because of that stone, it wasn't allowing it to grow here. What if I build a little outpost in this troll cave? Let's do that. right, the little hut is el completo, and I think now it's a perfect time. So we have our hut complete here to go in there and pick some troll candy bouquet. Oh, I just realized, maybe not. Maybe I need to go repair my axe first. Whoa. 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 Mother Nature's getting a hard on. Whoa. Okay. All right, after cutting down all the trees, replanting them, it's time to fight this motherfucker. Okay. Ooh. Did me dirty there. Did me dirty there. Come on, good boy. 2 trolls, 1 video. 2 trolls, 1 video. Oh. I think I'm just gonna block those. Bang! Let's go. Do him in the butt. Eat his booty. Eat his booty. Okay, let's see what's in this one. Oh, this one has a chest. It's got 2 chests. Nice. It's got wood in it. Wow, I've never actually seen them with wood in it. Interesting. Okay. All right, so we're back home, and I have gathered quite a bit of resources over time. These are all the trees right here that I had planted over there and chopped down. So it's all lined up right there. And then I also have gathered some of the stone that I had when I was mining the copper, and I went ahead and placed it here. I won't be using that for a while, but I went ahead and flattened this area out right here because I plan on building the forge right around here. There's going to be like a smithing crafting house, and it is going to be based off of Skyrim. Put my own twist to it, but it's going to look very identical on the exterior. The inside. Awesome, 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 awesome. So the blacksmithy area is officially complete. I haven't decorated everything yet. So we have the smelter. You can't put the smelter on wood. I'm not sure if you can put it on stone flooring or not, but once I get stone, I plan on changing the floors anyway and making it all stone. I put the kiln over here on this side. The front entrance, I mean, I don't think I could do it any better. I think this is pretty spot on with what's on the actual game. Put a little bench right here. I know there's like a weapon rack, and I plan on using this wall here to put some weapons on eventually. We have the workbench here. So if you look on the game, there's actually a table here with like weapons on top of it, and I kind of decided that's a good spot to put the workbench on. I've played that game I don't know how many times, and I have probably used that tanning rack that is right next to that table more than any other tanning rack in the entire game. And then right here we have the forge. There's a table here, and that table is used to upgrade your armor. I just kind of put the cauldron here. I put down 3 different fireplaces so that way I can have enough room for a bunch of racks. For now, I'm planning on using this as storage. Upstairs, this is the sleeping area. This is like the little loft area. I just put 2 beds next together. I used the stools as end tables, and then I have just a little chair here just to kick back and relax, baby. And this is just a dresser. Some chests hidden inside of it. And this right here was the old little barn house, but of course now I have changed it over. I took all the pigs out of here. I put some grass down, and I moved the pigs in here. I took away the little fireplace that's here, and I decided that's a perfect place for the workbench. I also plan on just kind of using this area for probably wood. I'm gonna put wood along the sides here, put some stone. Eventually, I plan on making an actual bee farm. I just don't know what kind of design I'm going to go with yet. And I went ahead and took the rake and cultivated some of the land out here so we can go ahead and get started on making some carrots. Placing carrots is very simple, so you don't want it too close to each other. If you take the flooring right here, place it down, you will basically be able to place 1 carrot on each one of the corners, and it's a perfect indicator to how far apart they can be. And you come right here to the corners of each one of these, and you can just kind of place them down going along this way. See how they're all brown? The reason why they're brown is because that flooring is right here. Once I destroy the flooring, they'll go back to being green. Boom. See, they went back to being green. All right, and that's all the carrots that I had. So we're just gonna let that be there. We're gonna let it grow, and eventually we'll kind of fill this whole area out with carrots. As always, thank y'all so much for taking the time out of your day to watch these videos. Please make sure that if you like the video to hit that like button. That helps me tremendously. And if you don't want to miss any more episodes, hit the subscribe button. I know this episode was probably a little bit slower, but all this building does need to be done, and I really enjoyed the building in this game. And I'll see you guys next time in Valheim.